This is Engineer Faisal. Hope you will be fine. In this channel, I prepared detailed lectures for chemical engineers and also for associate engineers. In this channel, you will find playlists of different engineering subjects which will help you in your study, in your interviews, and also during your professional industrial life. So subscribe my channel for more videos. This is Engineer Faisal. Hope you will be fine. In this video, I will discuss YouTube heat exchanger, and before this video, I have discussed floating heat exchanger and heat exchanger for solids. So let's start YouTube heat exchanger. In this lecture, I will turn your mind to some key points that why this exchanger tubes having U shape. As a name indicating, it consists on tubes in the form of bundles. So this all bundle of tube is fixed in only a single tube sheet. In this diagram you can see that circular plate is called a tube sheet, and all the bundle of tube is fixed in only this single tube sheet. So both ends of these tubes are fixed in this single tube sheet. In this diagram you can observe a tube bundle which is fitted in a single tube sheet, and both ends of these tubes are fitted in only a single tube sheet. So here are circular plates which are called baffles, which are used to circulate the fluid which pass through shell, and due to this circulation the heat transfer rate will be increased. So after preparation, this assembly, it will be fitted in a shell. So here you can see that assembly is fitted in a shell. Moreover, you can see other parts of this heat exchanger. Here you can see it's a shell and its inlet and outlet of this shell. So here you can see the tubes, and its circular plate is called tube sheet, in which these tubes are fitted. So this sheet is separated in two parts. The lower circles will receive the fluid and the upper circles will exit that fluid. So this separation will take place due to this cover which will fit on this tube sheet. Here you can see that cap is divided into two parts, and after fitting on this tube sheet, it will also separate the inlet and outlet of tube's fluid. Here you can see a proper diagram of YouTube heat exchanger. Moreover, you can understand the heat transfer phenomena. The red color fluid which is entering into tube bundle, its color is turning into light red color. It's mean that fluid is transferring heat into blue color liquid, which is shell side liquid. So after receiving that heat, that shell side fluid is converting its color into dark blue. It's mean here heat is transferring. Tubes undergo thermal expansion. So thermal expansion take place in tubes due to shell and tube high temperature difference. So these tubes expand at high temperature and also contract after removing that temperature. So that thermal expansion is also treated well in floating heat exchangers, which I discussed in next video. There is also a floating head have a similar action, in which head moves forward and also in backward direction against thermal expansion. Concentrate on these 2 points in design of U-shaped tubes. The first is bending side and second is free floating. So one side of tube is bending side. Do you know why that bend is provided in U-shaped tubes? The reason of bending is expansion and contraction in thermal expansion process. So that second point is free floating. So what is free floating? Free floating is the bending side. Bending side is free floating. It's mean it's not fixed in tube sheet. So when it feels thermal expansion, it may contract or may expand. So the difficulty in a U-shaped tube is cleaning, as these bends are difficult to clean. U-tube heat exchangers are designed for special application like steam condensing and hot oil system. These U-shaped bent tubes play an important role in nuclear industry, in petrochemical industry, and in machinery industry. And also when fixed tube sheet heat exchangers are unsuitable, then we use U-shaped heat exchangers. Disadvantages of U-tube heat exchanger. The first one is tube inner surface can be cleaned only by the means of chemicals, so it will be costly. Second one is individual tube replacement is difficult as these tubes are in form of bundle. According to third point, these tubes have U-shape, and due to this design, less number of tubes can be fixed on tube sheet. So according to fourth point, tube side velocity can initiate corrosion on the inside of bends. So again, due to these bends, corrosion may start. Advantages of U-tube heat exchanger. The first one is initial cost is low. The second one is internal gasket is eliminated. Here you can see where we fit these gaskets. So in this heat exchanger, internal gasket is eliminated. It means not required, as one side is free floating and do not fixed in tube sheet. So due to its free floating design, the gasket is not required. So the next one is only one tube sheet is required. The other side is free. And the last is tube bundle can be removed for cleaning and inspection. It's mean all the tube bundle may be removed. This is Engineer Faisal Ijaz. Hope you will be fine. In this channel, I prepared detailed lectures for chemical engineers and also for associate engineers. In this channel, you will find playlists of different engineering subjects which will help you in your study, in your interviews, and also during your professional industrial life. So subscribe my channel for more videos.